Greetings, family. Pastor Jamal here. I pray everybody's having a great day this Saturday. About to head to Father's Day tomorrow. So, hey, happy Father's Day to all my fathers. But I wanted to just to stop in. I was just sitting here thinking about a couple of things and going over some things. And I started thinking about opportunity, just plain old opportunity. And the thought was, for some reason, I was listening to something and I started thinking about people that are teachers. And, you guys see all of those social media posts and these little different things about teachers in the classroom and how horrible the classrooms can be and how crazy the kids are and the different things that drive the teacher insane per se, And I heard somebody say, all a teacher wants is just a group of kids that just want to learn. They just want to teach. So I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about again. I'm always thinking about some y'all being God's children and God's reputation. You realize your God's reputation. If you're a believer, if you're a citizen of God's kingdom, then you're His reputation. But thinking about it that way, and thinking about, wow, what an opportunity we would have, or we have, if we were true citizens of God's kingdom. And what I mean is, when you are not a citizen of a country, or it's whatever, if you're not a citizen, and maybe you kind of snuck in here, it's not about politics, but maybe you got in here illegally, and you have to you kind of have to live your life on the run, per se. You're ducking and diving, you're hiding. You can't really access everything that the country has to offer because you didn't get in the right way. You came in through the back door, so you don't really have access to the country's services, the country's systems, all of that kind of stuff. And sometimes I think that's amazing how God uses all of these ideas, all of these situations in our understanding, in our earth, to kind of prove a point. And I believe it's one of those moments where God is trying to prove a point to really speak to what it really means to be a true citizen of God's kingdom and all of the reputation that you can reveal as it relates to who and what God is if you truly belong. So I was thinking about the kids, and I was thinking about a situation where I was just imagining a teacher just the classroom is in chaos. The kids are talking crazy. They trying to fight the teacher. They cussing the teacher out. And I imagined that the teacher just kind of, I had two images. The first one was the teacher just kind of getting up, and I said, I'm out of here. I'm sick of this, and they get up and leave. Sometimes I've seen these little memes where, well, they're not even memes, where maybe you're the kind of personality that, even with a kid, if he crosses the line, that could really, put the teacher in a dangerous position, because the teacher might, I'm gonna have to put my hands on you. You know what I mean? You got that situation. But I think the greater perspective here is this. God, we always think that the things of God are just saved for the people who teach God, or leadership in ministry and all of these things. But the reason why we all are kings and priests, or we should be in God's royal family, in God's kingdom, is because we have the unique ability to, again, reveal God in all situations. So God says every situation is an opportunity to reveal the kingdom. So if you are a teacher and you are a believer and you are a true citizen of God's kingdom, and able to be trusted with the preciousness of God, meaning the Holy Spirit that not only lives in you, He can come upon you and He can reveal or demonstrate God's kingdom. So the other image was, I imagine that teacher just kind of pausing for a minute and just taking it all in, all the craziness that's going on with the kids. And, he kind of just was to himself and was kind of asking the Holy Spirit, how can we reveal God's kingdom here in this moment? can we reveal God's kingdom here in this moment? Because that's my true position and responsibility, is to have dominion in the earth, is to reveal the royal rule, is to reveal the king that I serve in a kingdom that doesn't serve him, so that the spirit can grab their attention and entice them into something that they didn't even know they was walking into. So imagine you're a teacher and you talking to the Holy Spirit, and then all of a sudden the Holy Spirit says, "Let's do this." And you kind of have a thought, and you want to show them a trick. He said, can I show you guys this really awesome trick? And then all of a sudden you just do something that, and you even explain it to them. It's like, this is not a magic trick, and you actually tell them where it came from, but you had to get their attention, and you had to demonstrate the power of God in a situation and in an atmosphere that didn't have it. And all of a sudden, because you did it, you got a classroom full of people paying a direct and specific attention to God in this moment. And imagine what you could do from that point on. Yeah, you could have people who are going to, kids are going to talk crazy when they see it, or they just going to brush it off. But the majority of the eyes that's on God in that moment will be impacted. So, man, I just wanted to come in and just say to whoever, it doesn't matter what you are or what you do, meaning you could be a teacher, you could be a police officer, you could be a painter, you could be a Walmart clerk, you could, fast food worker. It doesn't matter. Your position always is to stand in the authority and the power that God is waiting to release in you and through you, so that you can impact the world. We have to get to this place, you guys, because if not, then what's it all for? Because obviously we live in a world that cares about its own things, and are imprisoned and stuck in their own traumas and situations. So we have to reveal the truth. We have to reveal who and what God is, so that we can get more people home. Pastor Jamal, I'll talk to you. Peace.